Welcome to Reach TV, where we bring Circle C Ranch to you. Now, we have a new show for you this week, but if you notice, our Camp in the Boxes have arrived. That's right, check these bad boys out. And this could be yours for a mere $99. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the link that explains everything that's in that box is in the description below. But let's get on with our show. We got big things coming for you today. We have our conclusion of the Circle C Quarantine Olympics, so stay tuned for that. But we're gonna kick it off with some news, so let's dive into it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now this week, we are covering news from around the world as always, but our first story takes us to Florida. I feel like Florida always has news for us. But, as you know, it's graduation season, and a lot of schools aren't graduating their seniors out like normal, but this school in Florida has decided instead of walking across the stage, they are going to have all of their students on ski-doos driving up to a dock. Check out this video.
Unique times call for unique measures. We've been telling our class of 2020 that any challenge can be overcome. So this is another challenge that we're going to overcome.
So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I have no idea how receiving your diploma is more socially distant on water than it is on land, but I don't care. I love it. Our next story is off of TikTok. This guy has learned how to play music with everyday appliances. Check it out.
Put the clothes in.
So I think there's one thing to learn from that incredible video, that quarantine has left way too much time on people's hands. Now, normally we would send it off to Austin in the field, but we talked about that last week. He's in Ohio, learning how to weld. But I do have an idea of how we could get some on-the-field reporting. Let's send it over to our weekly challenge.
What's up, everybody? So this week, sadly, we don't have our on-the-field reporter, so this week's challenge is for you guys to be our on-the-field reporter. So what you gotta do, go out in your field, take a video of you reporting, and send it in. And that's it. Now it's off to quiet time with Chloe.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. I decided to bring a special guest. This is Camper, my dog. But this week we are talking about gifts. Last week we talked about how you are made in the image of God and have value and purpose. And this week, like I said, we're talking specifically about gifts and what you're good at and how you can use your gifts to serve the Lord. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, do it from the heart as something done for the Lord and not for people." Typically, when we talk about gifts, we just talk about things that we're good at. But gifts are made for so much more. You need to use your gifts, whether that's sports or singing or whatever that may be, and use it for the Lord. Look for ways that you can use it in the church or in your youth group. You need to look beyond yourself, look beyond your phone, and look for ways that you can use your gifts to serve the Lord and ultimately to bring people closer to Him. You have so many gifts. It's time to use them. We'll see you guys next week.
Wow, after 5 whole weeks of competing, we are finally at the final competition of the Circle C Quarantine Olympic Games. So let's send it over to our official officiator, Austin Barnett.
Hey, Josh.
Austin, this is the last
Josh,
one.
I haven't heard. Josh.
Are we gonna ever get this fixed?
Josh?
Are we gonna get this fixed?
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Circle C Quarantine Olympics. We are here at the Country Store Iceplex and we have our last competition. This is the luge. Contestants will compete to see who can come down the stairs the fastest. First up on the list is Zimbabwe. On your mark, get set. Go! That was 1.82 seconds.
What is this? Is it this one?
Here at the track, India is getting ready for their next competition. Last year they were the favorite and also won the gold medal, but we'll see how they do this year in Circle C Quarantine Olympics.
It goes through the little thing.
Seemingly taking every precaution, we're still here waiting for India. We're here ready to go, and India is set at the starting blocks. India, on your mark, get set, go! That was a quick 1.29 seconds. Now, the United States of America. Ready, set, go! .68 seconds. And now for the country of Norway. Ready, set, go. .12 seconds. Our next country in the starting blocks is Madagascar. Ready, set, go. 1.41 seconds. We have our next country ready to go. Trinidad and Tobago. On your mark. Get set. Go. 1.34 seconds. The last country in the starting blocks is Nicaragua. Ready, set, go. 1.06 seconds. That places Nicaragua with the gold, Norway with the silver, and India with the bronze. And now we'll head to the arch for the podium ceremonies. We're here at Arches for the conclusion of Circle C Quarantine Olympics. Welcome to the medal ceremony. For Circle C Quarantine Olympics, bronze goes to Zimbabwe. Silver is awarded to the country of Nicaragua. And the country placing in gold for the Quarantine Olympics here at Circle C is India. Thank you so much, and that concludes Circle C Quarantine Olympics. We'll see you right here next time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new segment of Table Talk with Josh. Today I have my friend Cade on the show. Say hey, Cade.
Hey guys, what's up?
So Cade has traveled around the world. He's a surfer, he's a sailor, he's got a lot of gifts, and today we're talking about gifts. And so, Cade, for the people that are watching at home, how do you know? How can you find out what your gifts are? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think for me, figuring out what my gifts are has been a process. It didn't just happen overnight. It's been something that's been developed over time based on some of the things that I desire and want to do. So I think for anybody, it takes some time to, I think, understand yourself, some of the things that you're passionate about, and then over time you'll be doing some of those things. So for instance, you mentioned sailing. I grew up in a family that liked sailing. For a long time, though, I didn't sail at all. I didn't really like doing it. But then when I started to get older and I did it again, it started to like rekindle in my heart. It started to become more of a passion of something I enjoyed doing. And then I started going out and doing it. And then over the last couple years, I can confidently say, like, I love sailing. I like to go out, and it's something that I really, really can resonate with and say that's something that I'm gifted in now is sailing. And the same thing goes with surfing or videography or anything else that I think God and life has thrown at me. So it's just been a bit of a process. And so I think for anybody who's trying to identify something that they would say is a gift in their life, I'd say it takes a little bit of understanding yourself, understanding some of the things that you desire, and then giving it some time and fleshing that out in a process situation.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think you're right. I think like it's just when you figure out the things that really excite you and that you find a lot of joy in, I think that's when you know, like, hey, I'm passionate about this. Mm-hmm. So when you do find those things and you find the things that, you know, you're passionate about and you're good at, how do you think, what is the best way to use those things for God? Because he clearly gave it to us. Like, he gave us the gifts. What do you think?
100%. Yeah, I think when you are looking at the things that you enjoy doing and the things that God has given you in life, I think it's super important to ask the question, can I glorify God with whatever I like to do? So for instance, I know I love to go sailing. My wife and I live in Chicago. We're a part of a sailing club, and we have the opportunity to take people out to go sailing with us. I know selfishly, I like to go sailing by myself or just go out. And that would just be something that'd be fun to do by myself. But I have been able to hold that up to the Lord and say, God, can I use sailing to bless other people and to glorify you? And obviously the answer is yes, I can do that if I am trusting with it. So my wife and I like to take other people with us and use that time to be intentional with them. So like this past summer, we've taken a ton of different couples out, our pastor, people at our church, different friends, and it's an awesome opportunity for us to take them out, have a great time, sail with them, but then spend one-on-one intentional time on a boat to ask them about life, how they're doing, catch up on things that we wouldn't normally get the time to do otherwise. So for us, like, that's an awesome outlet. Same thing with surfing. I know that you can go out alone, but it's an awesome opportunity to connect with other people and involve other people in that process. And so whenever I want to go out, can I bring other people with me? Can I include people with this? And can I use this as an opportunity to involve people, to get in conversations with them, or to dive deeper, or to maybe spend that time, if I do go alone, to pray and meditate and use that time to have some quiet time with the Lord. I also know that I have a lot of videography experience. And there's been a lot of different things that God has brought along our path that we've said, okay, can we be using these skills, this gear, this equipment to best glorify God, and to be taking on projects or saying no to even projects to take on other projects that could be blessing the Lord or blessing the church. We've helped our church with different things. And so I think, like, those are just some examples in my life of, I think surfing, you know, I can use that time as a quiet time, or maybe a time where I can bring a friend to go with me. Sailing, we've been really intentional with, can we have other people come out with us to pour into them and to spend time in communion with them in an intimate setting? And then with video stuff, can I use this to bless the church or other people or other ministries? And so I think as you're looking at your gifts in your life and you're processing, okay, I know these are some of the things God gifted me, I think you can very easily hold those up to the Lord and say, God, I enjoy doing this. I want to keep doing it. Is there a way that I can use this to glorify you, to bless other people, and to ultimately bring people in to share this experience with me in a way that will really impact them? And I think 100% the answer is yes, but you just need to hold that up to God and ask him what that is.
Right. So. And I think an incredible thing that you have done is like taking your hobbies and things you get excited about, like even things that you do just for fun. Like a few weeks back, you sent us a video of you and your family surfing in the swamps, and like it was a fun thing for you, but it also made our program so much better. And so I think that just using the things that excite you and like using them, like you said, just like holding it like, God, how can you use this? God's going to use it in incredible ways.
100%.
Dude, yeah. Okay, thanks so much for being on the show.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me.
And we're going to head to an outro.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe below.
Make sure to wash your hands and put on your Circle C smile.
Bye! Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe below.
Make sure to wash your hands.
Why?